Ladies and gentlemen, today I did something unthinkable. Today I opened my phone. I slid that lock screen up, tapped on my Instagram icon. I searched an unthinkable name for this podcast. It started with an R and it ended with an I, Brandon Wolf, of all people, hit that goddamn follow button. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a new day. I'd like to announce I have followed John Rahm on Instagram. I apologize. You are now listening to the 19th Green Podcast, your home of shitty golf advice. Let's start the show, boys. How the hell is it going?
I was doing good until that fucking intro.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm a Rahmer. What can I say? I'm a Rahmer now.
We have been bashing that boy for a month and a half now, and now you're a Rahmer?
I'm a Rahmer.
Well, hell, let me get on freaking Twitter and follow him real quick because
I can't help myself, dude.
Brad, how the hell are you?
Good. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe that I looked at my phone one time on vacation to see that man at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Hey, you hate to see it, but now you love to see it. For the Rahmers out there, my fellow Rahmers.
You know? Jesus Christ! Now Wolf's acting like he's a long lost fan, and he's been his fan for years.
Dude,
Get the hell out of here!
I've been a huge fan of Rahm his whole career, his whole life. I mean, I'm glad I could follow him here on this path. It was a journey for him to get that first major.
Hold on, before we get into more Rahm. Everyone that's watching live, we appreciate you guys. Please go smash the subscribe wherever you guys watch, listen to. We appreciate all of you. And shout out to One Call Technology, the sponsor for us and the Lounge Room Network, leader in telecommunications. If you guys want to save money on phone or internet bills, give them a call, 615-656-1343. All right.
Yes.
Okay. You want to go back to let's just go ahead and click this and say Rahm strikes back. And I'm going to let you start, Mr. I can't even believe the fact. I'm still shocked that we're only 3 minutes in, and now Brandon is a John Rahm fan.
I mean, we'll give credit where it's due. Obviously, I think we were all a little psyched for him. Like this was my dark horse candidate. Because he got kicked out of the not kicked, but he had to withdraw because of COVID, and then he had to sit out a tournament. He was ready to go. He was looking good. He had a 6-stroke lead. It's not like we didn't see it coming. We just didn't see it coming this way. Like, if you're going to birdie 2 holes in a major on a Sunday, 17 and 18 are probably some good holes to birdie. I mean, he put himself where he needed to be. And maybe he was a little bit behind, but it was really cool to see him do it. I love the way this course was set up on 18, that it was gettable into. It was a hole that you could eagle. It was a hole that a lot of people could birdie. It was a really cool setup because it put him in a position like this.
Look at what Rhino puts up. Did he Rahm really win, or did Bryson lose? Well, Bryson did lose because Rahm won, but Bryson can't hit a wedge to save his life. That's why he lost.
They actually talked about that on the broadcast too. That's pretty funny because we talk about that on this show all the time. So if you were, liking, subscribing, listening, you would have known that already. You've been like, hey, these guys are late to the party. 19th Grade Podcast knows all about this. Bryson can't hit a damn wedge. I don't want a wedge in his hand if I'm a Bryson better.
Hey, Bryson, it's great that you can hit the ball 400 yards, but when you're 95 yards away and you can't hit a 56, I mean,
dude, the shank on top of the sand trap was, just epic for him. I hate to see it because honestly, with Rory telling us last week, Rory Sabatini, big name drop for the pod. Yeah. He finished 3 over today. We're big Sabatini guys. You better fight back tomorrow, dog. But he said that he's a very hard worker. He said him and Patrick Reed, of all people, are the 2 hardest working people, sneaky hard workers on the tour. Yeah. So for DeChambeau, I don't know, maybe stop working on the 400-yard drives and get a wedge in your hand. I think we could all say that. Let's put down the drivers, boys. Let's put a wedge in our hands.
I have no problem of not driving the ball that far, and I can hit a wedge pretty well, but I can't hit the ball 400 yards. So just saying.
The difference,
I am forced to be able to hit approach shots well versus not well like he does. Rhino, I'm so glad you're on tonight, by the way, damn it. When you drive a par 4, you don't really practice those low irons very much, do you? Evidently, he doesn't.
Is it me or like anybody else that's listening in the chat? Drop it in there. Does his putting stroke, and even for you guys, does it drive you nuts? The way that he holds the putter makes me want to off myself. It really, really just
he's so perpendicular, like straight up, like robot, like I don't know, man. Whatever works, I guess, right?
Does it work? He's a decent putter. You guys ever feel like sometimes you're not a bad putter, you're just a terrible wedge player? Like that's it's hard to one putt or two putt when you're 20 fucking feet away all the time. You know what I mean? Like you're not getting a whole lot of one putts when you're 20 feet away. That's the difference in my round. If I put the ball close, I'm gonna have a good round on my approach shots. If not, we'll
talk about your round that you texted me the other day too, because you started off with birdie, and usually that's a telltale sign that he's going to be shit. And it actually wasn't bad.
No, I mean, me being a huge Rahm fan, obviously I knew that I had to work on that. I knew I had to get past the first hole birdie mentally. I knew a strong-willed guy like John Rahm would never let that eat away at his game. So I'm just looking up to him, All shout out to Rahm on that.
Shout out to Brandon. Brandon, I freaking love you, man.
He said,
"What's a wedge?"
Dude, what's our as a newbie drives me nuts. That's what Julia said. What drives you nuts?
Yeah,
Wolf drives you nuts.
Yeah, Wolf drives. That's exactly right.
Yeah, go nuts for donuts, boys. Anyways,
nice. All right. Anyway, I think. Look, we don't hate John Rahm. We just didn't care for John Rahm.
Right.
But I respect what he did. I think it's pretty cool what happened, how he was forced to withdraw, comes back, wins. Oh, Lord, there's comments coming in all over. Who was that?
We have a fishing comment, which is good because we are talking about fishing on the show. So
that would have been
extremely
Rhino, that would have been a great segue into one of our banners we're gonna have put up here in a little bit. But
Rhino, if you would have calmed your ass down, bro.
Yeah. How many, Rhino? While you're on here, can you tell me how many beers in you are right now? Thank you. Fishing's greater than golf. Brandon's a huge fisherman, so Rhino 9. Rhino's 9 beers in.
Julia 7. Julia, can I get a beer, a Coors Light, possibly? Can we get a special delivery?
Yeah, but anyway, I think it was great. I thought. I mean, I felt it was a good story for him to come back and do that. So, what's Brad putting up here? Brad, what do you got here, man? Rahm visited Callaway the week before his win to test putters. He switched to the Odyssey. Oh,
yeah. He switched. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he switched completely to Callaway. He also switched all of his sponsors, brands, rebranded himself completely. He's with Travis Matthew now. I'm not a big Callaway guy. I love their wedges. I think are great. I don't like their clubs or irons for myself. I've seen a lot of people like them and deal with them. I have no problem with them. I just not something I've carried in my bag. I played their wedges for a while. The Mac Daddy wedges I think are sick. But other than that, I haven't played a whole lot of Callaway, but he rebranded himself and he did it up. So he shouted them out after. He said, I knew that I could hit the ball better, and his equipment maybe proved that. So
he made that money.
Mm-hmm. He got that bag.
He did.
My man,
damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. What's Brad think about Rahm winning besides the fact that he looked at his phone and saw it?
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know. I don't hate him like Brandon used to, before today. But,
Nah, wrong guy.
but I mean,
Yeah.
like love him or hate him, it's pretty amazing to see a guy get asked out of what was it, like $1.4 million? What was it? No more than 3 weeks ago to come back to win. I mean, I doubt that's ever happened before. That's incredible.
I don't know. You're the stat guy. Find that out.
As much as we've bashed on his mental weakness and being a big baby and always yelling and stuff like that, that was a mature moment, a big turnaround, because you can go into that two different ways. You can go at it super negative and think, oh, no matter what I do, I'm not going to win, and feel sorry for yourself and be a sucker, or you can go back out there and squash this shit and say, hey, I should have won last week or I should have won 2 weeks ago and I'm going to win today. So fuck you guys. Like, I love that mentality, which is why I'm a huge Rahm fan. But
hey, can everybody do me a favor? And after this podcast, go listen to last week's podcast and see how much of a John Rahm fan that Brandon really is.
Yeah, Rory Sabatini and I were actually bashing him pretty bad.
But Rory did kind of bash him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't like the ASU boys. That's understandable.
That's why. That's exactly why.
But
good for him, though.
Good for him. Yeah.
Good for him. Golf clap. Good for Brandon's new favorite golfer.
Yeah, John Rahm. Shout out John Rahm. That's my boy.
Let's just segue into this since Rhino brought it up.
Mm-hmm. If you golf, you fish. ? So I will say this by let's go around. I love golfing and fishing. Brad?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely love golfing and then fishing.
Dude, we would never tell by your 2-month vacation of fishing. Fishing.
I mean, that wasn't really fishing though. There's a lot of
shrimping.
Catching. Yeah.
It's a shrimp of fish. That's a fact I need to know. That's something I would never think about.
Fucking top-notch golf radio tonight, boys.
This is what you're here for, boys. Tune in.
I also love golf and love fishing.
And so the reason I bring that up is, I have a great story about fishing. I'm sure Brad does as well, so he can chime in a little later too, or right after me. But if you golf, you're outdoors, you're okay with that. You're okay with the weather. You like being outside. You're usually going to like fishing. I don't think that I've met a golfer that doesn't like fishing. I can't name one. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of golfers. Like, if you just think about it, do you know anybody who's like an avid golfer that just fuck fishing? Like,
not off the top of my head.
Right. Because you like being outside. You like being around the boys. You like drinking, you like chilling, having time to yourself. I think golfing and fishing is very similar, right? And we can go out there and we can have a terrible round. So you can go out there and you cannot catch a fish. But my God, if you catch a fish that last fucking 5 minutes, you're going back next week, right?
Right.
And if you don't, if you don't catch a fish at all, well, you're going to catch a big one next time. It's just like golf. It's the same thing. And I think that's so funny to compare things like that with golf and fishing. I think it's a really good similarity.
First of all, mm-hmm. I am way less angry in a boat with a rod in my hand than I am with a fucking golf club in my hand. Way less. I can drink all day long on a boat and all day long in a golf cart.
Not a care in the world.
And not a care in the world either way.
Yeah.
If I catch 0 fish,
right,
I am totally good.
Yeah.
If I shoot like I did last week, and we'll get to rounds that we played. I no longer have a 4 hybrid, but
he posts Rahm. Rahm would never do that now.
He wouldn't do that now that Brandon Wolf follows him.
He's a different man now.
He's a changed man, dude.
But honestly, seriously, I mean, I love both, and I agree with you on the similarities. But I am way less calm when I got a golf club, and I'm like, oh my God, if I don't catch fish, I could give 2 shits. I mean, I want to catch fish.
Yeah, still out there.
Yeah,
in a boat, drinking, shooting.
I'm on the water. Yeah,
yeah, not a bad thing. What's the no shrimp are not classified as fish. This is because fish have a few prerequisites. Dude, I don't know. I've drank like one beer, so I already have a rough time. Yeah, that's U of A, baby.
Bear down, baby.
Bear down. John Rahm would have never mispronounced that.
Pause. Look, we're losing people because you can't read good. That's he told me I couldn't read good.
Prerequisites.
Yes, that shrimp don't meet. Like having an internal skeleton. Hey, knowledge drop on the 19th Green podcast tonight.
An exoskeleton, if you will.
Oh, Jesus.
And I will.
How many beers have you had? How many beers did you have before we came on? Because I know you golf. I know you golfed.
No, we didn't end up golfing. I got stuck. I was actually working today, dude.
Okay, wait a minute.
You have a mouse in your pocket because somebody was still out there.
Oh, Brad golfed. Okay, so Brad got some in.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Then why are we 15 minutes late if you didn't golf?
See the way my bank account's set up. I got
check in and a savings account. Yeah, I get that.
So, yeah,
it doesn't take 3 business days though.
No, we had I had some work to clear up, and then Julia had some of her family over today, so they're visiting from out of town. So I was stuck at home, and also yes, Brad loves shrimpy shrimps. That boy's a shrimper. He's gonna sell his company and become a professional shrimper.
He's Bubba Gump Jr.
He's like fucking too late, bro. I already did it. But yeah, how was golf? How's the course right now?
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Was it humid because of the rain yesterday, or is that all gone?
Wait, you guys got rain?
We got real rain yesterday.
Oh.
It was interesting. Yeah, a little rain in Arizona. It's like Southern California. It never rains, but it was interesting. That's I birdied the first hole, and then it started pouring.
So how'd you shoot then, Brad?
Yeah, Brad had it go.
Well, I only got about 5 holes when Fred come back in here, but yeah, no. Otherwise, it was kind of a shit show. I mean, I don't have the muscle memory that Brandon does to just walk up and do it like he's been doing his whole life. So if I take like a week off, I go from like a 16 handicap, which is great, to like a 30 real quick.
What were you struggling with? Hitting the ball, everything? Yeah. Just hitting the ball?
Yeah, just hitting the ball.
Yeah. He said, yeah.
That's where we go back to fundamentals. And this is for everybody. Grip, posture, ball position. Keep your head down. Do those 4 things, you're going to be all right. You're going to start hitting the ball again.
You know the hardest thing in golf is to do? Watch your club hit the fucking golf ball.
Yeah, because we all want to look at the ball. Yeah. My dad told me something cool when I was younger. He was like, when I used to hit driver, I'd whip my head up, and I think we all have a habit of doing that to a certain extent. But I kept doing it, and I kept whipping my head up. He's like, keep your head down. I was like, I am. He's like, you're not keeping your fucking head down. So finally, I did it again, like after 6 times in a row. And he's like, stop looking at the fucking ball. I'll look where the ball goes. You keep your head down. I was like, okay. So, I mean, if somebody else looks for where the ball goes, then we don't need to think about that. Yeah. Or if you hit it well, you're going to know exactly where it went because your head's going to come up. You're going to be looking at the ball. But
that's why when you golf with people, they stand behind you on the tee box to watch your ball for you.
Correct. Yeah. It's weird how that happens, right? We don't need to go searching for that ball. Just let it fly.
So let me talk about my golfing experience on Father's Day.
Do tell.
We have some other things to go over, but we'll talk about this real quick.
We need it.
So it was me, my son, and my father-in-law. We played at Henry Horton State Park out here. It's beautiful. Great course. Long, 7,000. I mean, I don't know how long that is. It's 7,000, a little over 7,000 yards.
Rate the course 1 to 69 and then continue.
69.
Awesome. Okay. We're right where we wanted them. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just going to skip the first 9 because I played great. Like I shot 39 on this course.
Any 9 in the 30s is where you want to be.
Like, dude, I couldn't. And here's the thing. I couldn't hit a drive straight to save my life. Every drive was in trees. Every one of them. I didn't hit one in the fairway out of 9 holes. Except I did hit the green on the one par 3 on the front. But so I had to punch out, hit approach shots, and I one putted probably 6 out of the 9 holes. So that was great. I get to the back 9, and I typically don't look at my score. And for some reason, I was like, holy shit, I shot 39. Oh my God. I'm freaking killing it today.
Psyched yourself out, dog.
100%. Hole 10, I get up there, and it's a huge dog leg left. I can't really draw the ball. So I'm like, I'm going to hit 4 hybrid just to get it out there to the bin, and then I'll hit 8 iron in or something, 9 iron in. And shanked it into the woods, like total shank. Like it got about 1.5 feet off the ground, humdinger. Like, fuck it. All right, I'm hitting another one. I'm not going to play it 25 feet in front of me where I went. Hit another one. Zoop, same shot. I was like, oh my God. So I got so pissed. And I forgot at this court, we have wooden tee box markers at our other course. These
The
are
standard wooden ones?
Yes, just, This one was in the vague shape of a piece of wood. That was not wood, that was metal. And I pulled a John Rahm and slammed my club. On top of that, the 4 hybrid head flew off, and then I proceeded with as Brad talked earlier, a Bo Jackson smash over my knee. So
She's gone.
She's gone. Yeah, she's living with the trees. Anyway, just to say all that, I shot 49 on the back.
Yeah.
So I was 10 strokes worse on the back. I could not do anything right. I couldn't hit it straight. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I was 2-putting. I was pulling a Brandon, 2-putting.
Dude, you got a 2-putt. It like you don't want to just
hate 2-putting.
Sometimes I just feel bad for the course. That's why I 2-putt. Like I just don't want to go out there and just destroy it. You know what I mean? It's out of respect for the game, obviously. It's like why would I just birdie every hole?
Brad just put a comment in here for us. Bo Jackson hit a 331-yard drive at 52 years old during a charity event.
That surprises me in zero way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
I love that. I do like what he put before that because you were talking about having a hard time off the tee, but you still shot well on the front.
Yeah.
So Morikawa is at 70% driving accuracy.
Yeah.
But you think about it, and Morikawa has a good game, but he hasn't won shit this year, right? It's all about the next shot. So strokes gained on approach shots would be like I don't know if there's a stat for that. I'm sure there is, but it'd probably be hard to find. But that's probably your guys that are winning a lot of tournaments. Because that's tough for everybody. Like some of my worst approach shots are in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Because you expect yourself to hit it. So if you expect yourself like, oh, I'm in the middle of the fairway, I have a straight shot at the flag, I should be able to put this close. The expectations get higher. If you're in the shit and you pop one out and it gets on, you're like, cool. You don't care as much. You're not putting as much stress on yourself.
I started doing dumb shit though, because I knew what I shot on the front. So, dude, literally, I don't even look at the flag unless it's in the middle of the green. I always aim for the center of the green.
Yeah.
And I got cocky and I started to try to aim at the pin. Oh, yeah. And that was the dumb. Now, I will say I still putted really well. It's probably the best I've putted in years. Like,
nice.
Even though I shot a 49 on the back, thank God I was putting well. If I wasn't putting well, I'd have shot in the 50s, dude. Like, I haven't shot I can't even tell you last time I shot in the 50s.
Yeah.
I mean,
you pulled a DeChambeau. Great first half. We had him in the first half, baby.
Dude. Horrible. I did. I drive the ball 380, 390 off the tee consistently.
Just knocking it around, bro.
Yeah, just fucking spanking it.
Just fucking sending it.
Anyway, so I'm minus a 4 hybrid now, which doesn't really bother me because I don't ever hit that thing that much. But
I was gonna say, how often do you think you hit that in a round? Like at your normal course that you play, how often are you pulling out a 4
Zero.
hybrid?
Zero.
That's fine then.
Never use it there. I don't have a need for that.
Yeah, it's been sent to the shadow realm. It's gone now.
Yeah.
No point.
No, that is not a fact, Brad, is it? Is this a fact?
Dude, that's a guy that's just good at everything.
Exactly.
Bo Jackson's golf handicap is a 4. Holy shit. Hey, Brandon, you're better than him. You are better than Bo Jackson.
At something. That's probably the only thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be. I mean, maybe I can blow a bigger bubble with bubble gum. I think he probably beats me at that. Years of baseball, football.
You're taller than him.
Barely. I mean, that's a guy that it's like.
That's impressive, though, to have for him to have, I mean, a 4 handicap.
Don't you want to see guys like that? Like go and try out for the Corn Ferry Tour, like people that are intriguing as athletes. That would be so much more fun. I think Steph Curry did some shit like that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and didn't he make a cut or no?
Yeah, didn't Romo do it too? Didn't Romo? I think
Romo's a good golfer. I think Romo's trying to go to the Champions Tour in a couple years.
Damn, is he going to be that old soon?
I don't think so, but I think that was like his goal. I think like Romo's probably what 38.
I think he's older than that.
You think?
I think so.
He's 41.
41. Okay, so he's got 9 years. I mean, that's a good goal to set for himself.
He's a good golfer too.
Yeah, they always pick him for pro-ams and shit. It's probably a better
enough of these guys that are good, right? They would be able to form at least like a celebrity league, right? Because there's a lot of like former pros that are pretty damn good at golf.
That would be sick, a celebrity league.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd watch it. I
would definitely watch it. Speaking of celebrities, I had myself an interesting encounter.
Oh shit! Here we go.
So the totally not golf related, really quick, but the Bears' 5th round draft pick was Larry Borum, left guard out of Mizzou. Pretty nasty dude. He was having a stream yesterday morning. He had a stream. And I was like, oh, you should play a different game, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, hey, come play Rocket League with me. So I was I was playing with Larry Borum yesterday. And then he threw me a follow on Twitter. That was pretty cool. So just random shit. You know how my life's weird like that.
No, never would have guessed that.
What's up, Steven?
Shout out to my buddy, Steven. Hi, buddy. Appreciate you coming on. What else we got? What else do we have to? Oh, I want to talk about this. This is funny.
Hey, bro. Cool if I use your club. Cool if I hit your club.
I wish Steven was on here right now because he can tell you a story about we were golfing in a charity tournament. I don't know how many years ago this was. It's a couple probably. But I was getting pissed at my driver.
That's
obviously it's not the driver's fault, right? Like it's you. But so I was like, let me hit this thing. He's like, okay. And what's Brad doing? Messing with our screens?
I like that. You can put it on him if he's talking, switch it around.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was global. Sorry, guys.
This guy, I tell you what. Anyway, so I get Steven's driver. And I freaking just smashed one, dude. Like, I swung as hard as I could. It wasn't like a smooth swing.
Yeah.
Dude, I gave him his club back, and he looked at it, and he's like, Jesus Christ, Adam. He's like, there's dimples and the blue mark, because I like mark a blue line on my club for my putt, line of my putts. It was like left on side of that. Like, it was a perfect impact with the blue line and dimples. Dude, I hit the shit out of that thing. Straight.
Still got the dimples.
Straight in the water. Straight in the water, dude. But I bet I hit it like I bet I hit it like 340.
Jesus Lord.
I swear to God, dude, it was a bomb. I'm like, it's probably the farthest drive I've ever hit in my life, and it's like the fish are eating it.
With Steven's club, did he give you respectfully? He should have given you the timer.
Look, Steven. Look at Steven. Still has the dimples in it. Yeah. So, all right, go ahead. Start off with your hey, bro. Cool if I use your club. I want to know where you're going here because you sent me this, and I don't know where you're going.
So this is a fun golf course experience for me. For some odd reason, there's a couple fellas on the golf course that I don't like playing with. I'm gonna say a couple. It's like one or two people. And for some odd fucking reason, they continue to be out there at the exact same time that I'm going to tee off. constantly. No matter rain, shine, literally rain or shine, 5 o'clock. Brad and I will probably go out there after this, and they're going to be out there. Anyways, so I don't even know if Brad knows any of this, but I sold my PXGs. Oh, yeah. You know that. Okay, so I sold my PXGs. We were talking about that the night that you left. I've been hitting the TaylorMade Tiger Woods clubs, which are like very hard to hit. I've actually been hitting them very well. I thought about just keeping them and playing them. And
they're like butter knives.
They're like butter knives. They're very hard to hit. So this guy that I'm playing with, who's probably like a 30 handicap, is like, hey, do you mind if I hit one of those? I'm like, kinda. Like, like you're not going to be able to hit it well. And I give him like a buffer. I'm like, look, these are probably one of the hardest irons to hit, number one. Number two, like, it's just not made for your game, brother. Like, and I said it in the nicest way I could possibly do.
Right.
It's like, hey, it's just like, you probably won't like him very much, but like, if you really want to hit one, go for it. So we have like 140-yard shot. And he's like, do you mind if I try and hit the 8-iron? I'm like, I guess, man. So I give him this warning, this buffer. And mind you, he just hit with his club before that and put the shit like 50 yards right of the hole, like almost in a house. I'm like, here we go. So he hits this and he stripes this fucker dead at the flag. I'm like, bro, there's no way this man just did this. And it straight at the flag, never left the flag, goes over the green. I'm like, hey, at least it was long. And he's like, oh man, you said these are hard for people to hit. Well, oh man, that felt so good. Well, it was so soft. It was so good. And he keeps saying that. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, it's not going to happen again. So he continues to talk about this. And mind you, the Tiger Woods clubs are in the actual description say they are rough on your hands. They are a raw club to hit. Yeah. That's how he likes them. They're a rugged club. They're not soft.
Yeah. This guy's saying they're soft.
Yeah. And then so we get to the next tee. Hey, do you mind if I hit one again? I'm like, dude, Jesus, fuck, please. So he takes the club again, and he thins the shit out of it. Like he almost misses the entire ball. It goes like 60 yards right. It hits a wall and bounces back in bounds. And the next thing out of his mouth is, oh man, that felt so good.
With a shake?
I'm like, bro, you just almost killed that. You want to go apologize to that man in his backyard first before you talk about how good that was? Like, it was just terrible. And then he did it for like 3 more holes straight and never hit a good ball again. Thinned every single one of them. And every time, oh man, those are
so he striped the first one.
And then it was
the first one. And then
it was over. Yeah. Oh, so good. And he kept saying that. And we're like, dude, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, like Steven put up, bad if you don't know someone and they ask if they can use your club. If you know them, it's okay. I agree with that. Like, I'll let Steven hit my clubs and I'll hit, I'll say, hey, give me your driver or something. Let me try this, But if it's like you get paired up with somebody on the course,
rando.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not letting you hit my stuff. Like, it's just not going to happen.
And I don't care to a certain extent, right? Like, if you have like a 6, like for me, if I were to, I let Brad use my driver, but Brad and I play all the time. Like, if he wants to hit it, I don't care. But if it's like some random person that like bro, it keeps asking you to hit your club every time.
Nah, that's probably not happening.
And to make it worse, that you're hitting it like shit. Like, if you're hitting it okay, but he's like probably stamping the fucking toe of my clubs. And I'm just like, whatever, man. But that was super weird. And so typically for me, I don't really care if somebody asked me to a certain point, right? Like, sure, go for it. I don't care. I would like to see you hit a good shot. Don't care. Yeah.
First of all, I've seen your irons with pictures of your irons.
Don't want to hit them.
And I would never even remotely think about asking you to hit that iron.
Mm-hmm.
When the golf ball is bigger than the iron, when it's approached, when the club is approached to the ball, and the golf ball is bigger than the iron, I'm not hitting it.
Yeah, I'm not interested. You guys can leave me out of your.
1974 called. They want their club heads back.
They want their wooden sticks back.
Jesus Christ.
So
yeah. I don't care to let people use. For an average golfer, irons should last between 7 and 10 years. Thanks, Brad.
That makes sense.
I
got rid of I got rid of mine recently. I did order new irons, by the way, too.
Hey, thanks. By the way, that was a good segue into our next topic here is new irons for the boys.
Adam, you lead us off.
Well, I would lead us off, but I decided not to get those. What I told you I was getting.
No, did you get different ones or no? You're not. You're just
not yet.
Okay,
but that's why I have Brandon.
I'm gonna do some research for you.
Brandon's gonna do some research for me. I was supposed to actually go and look at them and
hit them at least.
Yeah, yes, Thursday or something.
Check them out. I'll do some research and look up some things.
No, Brad. What'd you say? I'm about 1 month into using the Costco wedges.
Dude, that's right. I've seen like 4 or 5 different people use them. They're actually like Rick Shields did a review on them.
Shut up.
Dead ass serious. And they're like, he said they're the best bang for your buck wedges that you can get. They're like a Callaway wedge. Or they are a Callaway wedge. Swear to God. They just say Kirkland on them. Costco paid Callaway to make them. Isn't that nuts?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
You get
okay. When you're going to buy golf clubs, okay, you're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna run up to the local fucking Costco and buy me a set of wedges."
No, and they're sick. They actually work really well. Somebody had them other than you, Brad, the other day, and I actually hit them, and I was pretty impressed. They have a good weight to them.
What was I looking at, Brent? Oh, the Rogues. When I looking at those, the Callaway Rogue. That's what I was looking at.
The Rogues I think that would be a good club for you. My buddy Morgan played them, and he liked them a lot.
I'm gonna buy some PXGs.
Do it up.
I ain't spending that kind of money.
What doesn't Costco do?
What doesn't Costco do?
Hot dogs, pizza, golf clubs, fuck TVs.
You know we're going to see a guy on tour sponsored by Costco one day. I mean, it's only a matter of time.
Hell, there might be.
Not to. Yeah.
There might be. I just don't know it.
But for me, I haven't played. I did a bunch of research because I want to get the best out of my game. The PXGs that I had were not fit for my game very well.
Yeah. So
I switched up, but I did a ton of research and I actually landed on a club that I never in a million years thought that I would go back to. And it's the Cobra King Tours, the bronze ones.
You're going back a little bit there, brother.
Dude, I'm telling you, I haven't played Cobra since high school, my freshman year of high school. I played the Cobra S9s, which were like a really big iron that came out. They were one of their best irons. I watched a shit ton of YouTube reviews. I went and hit a bunch of different irons.
Oh, that's cool. You had YouTube in high school?
No. For these ones now.
I was like, dude, I didn't even have internet. What are you talking about?
But I landed on those. Rick Shields rated them as a great iron, which he never does. It's like, avoid good or great. He said it's the best ones that they've made. They're called MIM technology, so they're metal infused tungsten, so they're supposed to be softer than forged.
Yeah.
And they felt really good. They look sweet. They look like they're gold. They're that bronze.
And you're all about the look.
The look is important to me. Like, look good, feel good, play good. If you don't like what's in your hand, then the confidence kind of goes out the window at a certain point.
I didn't like what was in my hand on hole 10.
I was just going to say something that I definitely can't say.
Hence the reason why it lives with the trees now.
Yeah. I don't like what's in my hand when I pee, but I'm still here, Adam.
Oh God, this show is so off the riff tonight, bro. Oh man.
But anyways, I'm going with the Cobra King tours.
Are you okay? Are you gonna play those in the open? Are you gonna play the woods?
They'll be here on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So you'll have a little bit of time.
Yeah,
you'll have some time to. Brad, are you gonna go watch him play in this?
When is it? When are you going?
July 15th is that the qualifier for the Arizona Open for me.
Yeah, I should be back by then.
Okay.
Should be back. What are you doing now? Hold on a second.
He's got to go shrimping, dude. He runs a shrimping business.
They're not going to catch themselves, man.
What are you going to do with them all?
Well, shrimp go fast. Like you catch like 80 shrimp, and it sounds like a lot. But me and my brother and my sister-in-law like devoured them in an afternoon.
You guys ate 80 shrimp in an afternoon?
Yeah, bro. Have you seen Forrest Gump? Have you heard of all the things you can do with shrimp?
Oh God, let's go ahead and reference it. Shrimp Rio, shrimp sandwich,
shrimp on a stick,
shrimp,
boiled shrimp, grilled shrimp, fried shrimp. Okay, this is a golf podcast anyway. If you've never listened to this, we truly are a golf podcast. We tend to go on tangents.
But we will be launching a shrimping podcast.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
This will be a shrimping podcast one day. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Shrimp. Those are the irons I'm going with. We'll wrap it up, I guess. We'll go with our picks. And so I'll give you this. For the PGA, the Travelers Championship, I'm going to read off some names, and I want you guys to give me
hold on a second. Right. What are you doing? What are we doing? What are we doing
make our PGA picks
for this week? Can I just say mine before you start naming people?
Yeah.
Because I haven't even watched. I have not even, honest to God's truth, I have not looked. It's the Travelers, right?
Yeah. I haven't watched this at all, by the way.
I have no clue.
DJ won it last year.
Okay. I'm going with Bubba Watson, and I don't know why. I just think he plays well in this tournament. I don't know if he does or not. I got a thing in the back of my head that says Bubba Watson. So I'm going with him. But, okay, go ahead.
Bubba Watson is actually 4 under.
Oh.
And first place is 7 under. So he's in a good spot.
Okay.
But let me read you the top 10 really quick. And you tell me if you know any.
Okay, I was gonna say it's got to be people we don't know who the hell they are. Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
Number 1 at 7 under.
Yes.
Codera.
Is that his first name or last name?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I don't. No clue.
Last name.
Okay.
Number 2 tied at 7 under.
Yes.
Hickok. Little bit. I mean, not really, but I've seen his name. I couldn't put his face to a name right now.
Like if you saw him, you would not say that's him.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Solo 3rd at 6 under. Love the name. Gooch.
I know who. No, I don't.
Yeah, nope.
No. Brad, do you know any of these people?
Not at all. Okay. I'm literally going through the list trying to find out somebody I recognize.
Okay.
Tied in 4th, and fuck this guy just for his last name, Rogers.
Hey, I think that dude played. What's his first name? Patrick.
Yep.
I think he played well last week, didn't he?
Yeah, and then
he played. And then I remember the name. I don't know what he looks like, but I remember the name.
Tied for 4th again, McNeely.
Nope.
Garnett. He doesn't play for the Boston Celtics. No idea. Hosler. I know Hosler a touch, but again, not a household name. Norlander, and then we get to our first person that we actually know, Bubba Watson.
Wow, so I got like the first person that we actually kind of.
And then
what? Okay, wait. Before we do this, now that you keep going down the list, who's your pick? Because you're already looking at these, and now you're like, oh, I got to find somebody that's worth the shit right now.
Dude,
because usually you're good at sending me this.
Yeah,
before we did, and you didn't do that, so I'm wondering who your pick is.
I'm gonna take.
Quit scrolling through the people and seeing where they're at.
I'm gonna take Smith, Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith, okay.
Yeah.
Brad.
Heinrich Norlander.
Oh, Norlander.
Norwegian legend.
The absolute Norwegian goat.
Can we talk about the fact that Brad picked Hadley and
That was a pretty wild pick.
and how good he was doing? Hence the word how good he was doing in that.
He just jumboed at the end.
Oh god. Is that going to be the new thing now? He DeChambeau'd?
Yeah. If you shoot like shit on the back nine, you DeChambeau.
Okay. Well, that's me then. I DeChambeau'd. 100%.
I am DeChambeau.
I Rahm because I blew it and then I broke a club.
You Rahm Shamboed?
I Rahm Hey, don't dish your new favorite golfer.
That's my favorite golfer of all time, bro.
Oh my god.
Absolute legend.
Okay, so I'm going with Bubba. You're going with Cam. And he's going with a Norwegian. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at him.
We will see.
Swedish. I don't know those flags. They all look the same.
Okay. He's of foreign descent. Okay.
If you will.
I don't know why I picked Bubba. Like literally, I think he just plays well there. If I'm not mistaken, look that up, Brad. I think Bubba Watson like really
He's
does
definitely
seriously
won it before, I would say.
I think so, and I think he plays well there. Just in the end, where's some of the big boys at? Like, where's DJ?
Yeah,
I
like
was Brooks. Is Brooks playing?
Brooks is 1 under.
Oh God, he's 6th off the lead. But who's to say that dude at the top at 7 under is going to hold? You know what I mean?
He won't. We know how this goes.
Yeah, we know
it's
how
like
this
a
goes.
death sentence to be leading after the first day.
Yeah.
Kevin Na is at 1 under. Ricky Fowler's at 1 under. Redmond's at 1 under.
So there we go. Now we're getting some guys we know. I did see somebody. Somebody sent me something that Tony Finau was shooting horrible today. He was like 5 over.
Yeah, I think he finished almost dead last. Oh wait, he's at 150th at 6 over.
Hey, Rory's better than him.
Yeah, Matthew Wolf is also at 6 over. I did not see that coming. That might have been my pick. Like, probably if I wouldn't have looked at this today, that would have been a guy that I would have been interested in. Hadley's at 4 over.
Yeah, go ahead and pick him again, Brad. He said
Yeah.
no.
What a dick.
Higgs is at +3. What a
Did you put money on him, Brad?
No, thank God.
No, he just puts money on Morikawa to choke.
Yeah, that was a safe bet. Dustin Johnson is even.
Golly, man. What are these guys up top just like shoot their ass off or something? They have career days or something?
I don't. Yeah, they had to have because it's such a weird. That's such a weird leaderboard.
Yeah,
but who knows? LPGA. I'm going with Nelly Corda.
Go ahead and tell him who I'm going with and why.
Yeah, Lexi Thompson. Yes. Is the only one he can think of.
Yes.
Is she playing? Okay, I'm picking her.
I literally said to Brandon, I'm like, Lexi, like he asked me, he's like, I was like, Lexi Thompson. He's like, why? I'm like, because literally that's the only woman I can think of right now.
I can't name another one right now. But
like there's a lot of Japanese and you know, Tokyo, Korea, all those late. Yeah. And by the way, they are great at golf. 100%. I don't know who they are though. Like I can't. If you stood them, I wouldn't know who they are.
Dude, even Michelle Wee is playing again. Did you guys see that?
Yes,
she's been playing a lot. She played today.
I used to love her. Like,
dude, her putting stroke was wild. Speaking of putting strokes, her back was like she was a square when she would hit the ball. It's got to be terrible on your back.
She's a mama now. I think she doesn't play much anymore, does she?
Nah, she's a golf mom.
That's okay. I like that.
I like that too. Yeah, good for her. Raise your kids, girl.
Brad, I love the fact that we're on a live stream and Brad is just constantly looking at his computer screen. Look at him, focused.
Well, he's
zen, dude.
Also, Brad did drop the link for those Kirkland wedges. If anybody wants to check them out, I think
actually like let me go ahead and throw that back up on here.
There we go.
They're like 159 or 169 for 3 wedges, and dead ass serious, guys. They're actually a good wedge. If you're, if it's something.
How are the grips on them?
I'm gonna regrip them.
I think they're they're like a fake lambkin grip, though, right?
Yeah, I mean they're fine. I'm just not used to rocking the standard grips.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's spoiled.
Jumbos.
Oh,
jumbos.
Jumbo shrimp.
Jumbo shrimp.
You got anything else tonight? Are we cutting it short tonight?
Dude, I'm all good. To my fellow Rahmers, it's been a good one.
Shit.
Great week last week for us at the US Open, boys. Way to take one home to the Rahm squad. Let's get out of here.
Thank you to everybody. I'm about to just kick Brandon out of here real quick while I do my outro. Again, though, we appreciate everybody that tuned in live tonight. We had some good comments coming in, and thank you, Brad, for always throwing in your tidbits. It's always great to have the statistician in here with us. But we do really appreciate everybody that tunes in live, watches us. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, we appreciate that as well. Please, please, please go subscribe, share it, review it. Look, I'm doing an outro, and I'm getting big eyeballs right now.
Hey, Bubba hasn't won since 2018.
Like, at all?
Correct. You know who has won since fucking 2 weeks ago?
I'm muting him. Hold on a second.
Rahm, let's go.
I muted him. Anyway, it's been fun tonight. It's a little bit shorter than we normally do. Brandon is, you would think, drunk off his mind tonight with his predictions, and look at him, Coors Light, had a baby. But please go. Are we still doing a giveaway?
If we ever hit it.
Well, we got to get people to subscribe. So please.
We did see a lot of really good reviews and stuff on there that I've never checked out. That was really cool.
Yes, we did. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody. So again, please go subscribe, share it, review it, send it to somebody that likes golf. Who, I don't care if they like golf or not. Just tell them to go subscribe.
Yeah.
We're going to give away
shrimp.
We're going to give away some free shit, man. Some cool stuff too. So
everybody likes free shit.
Everybody loves free shit. All right, we'll be back next week, same time, roughly, if Brandon will be on time, but it will be next Thursday.
Not ever.
All right. See you, boys. We'll see you guys next week.